Sometimes we get into a situation where we feel like things would have been easier if we can turn the situation around. It may feel like you are stuck in a situation and you only have a little time left. You couldn't do anything, but you know that if some things were the opposite, you would definitely be able to ace this challenge. Well, what if we tell you that there is really a way to do this? There is a way to turn things around. In today's Purpose Calling video, we will look at how you can actually turn the situation upside down in just 1 hour or even less. Follow through these steps and be ready to be amazed. But before we even get there, help us grow our community by subscribing to our channel. This is a safe space to learn more about you, the law of attraction, and just manifesting in general. Please don't forget to click the notification bell too so that we can notify you whenever we upload new content. If you're done with that, let's get straight into the video. Before we go directly to the steps, we have to establish the fact that we do not see things as they are, but we perceive them based on what we think they are. This explains why your friend can see things and situations differently compared to how you see them. In reality, our beliefs, thinking, and values influence this. Think about painting. When paint colors are not mixed, they appear to be as they are. For example, blue is blue and red is red. However, if you mix in white to blue, it gets lighter. If you mix the two colors, blue and red, you get a different color, which is purple. Our beliefs function like that. They aren't just thoughts or principles, but they are also factors that can potentially change your reality. To be completely honest with you, you do not see the reality as it is, but based on your beliefs surrounding it. When it comes to life, each of us have different sets of beliefs concerning different aspects like love, money, and friendships. This affects the turn of events in our lives. Therefore, the key to changing your situation and flipping it upside down is to work with these beliefs. So how do you actually do this? Well, first of all, you should stop defending your beliefs and be open to changing them. For example, if you are met with a situation that challenges your current belief, see if your principles in life are still fit. If it doesn't, do not harden yourself, but instead be open to explore ways on how to change and adapt to it. This is how you can change your bad news or unwanted reality into something that works well for you. Second, believe that the power to change your reality exists in you. You do not have to rely on something in your environment because the power to shift your beliefs is found in you already. Always remember that you are the maker of your own reality. In fact, the reality that you have and see now is only a reflection of the reality that you have built in your mind. But how do you exactly build this? You might ask. Well, the answer brings us back to our first point. It has a lot to do with your beliefs, your thoughts, your emotions, and your own feelings. This means that if you do not like the reality that you are facing right now, you can actually change it by also shifting the factors mentioned before. If you are worried that this may take you years and a lot of effort, well, do not fret. This is actually a pretty straightforward technique that only takes you about an hour or less. Listen carefully as we tell you how to exactly do it. So let's say, for example, you have received bad news. This news has so much effect on your life, your career, or the people around you. You know that if it continues to happen, your life will be in shambles. So you begin to panic and overthink about what might happen. You may be thinking, what is the right way to deal with this situation? Is there a way to avoid the bad news from happening? Am I capable of doing so? Before we tell you the answers to do that, be ready to listen to the story told by Neville Goddard himself. In one of his teachings, Neville Goddard shared a story of a woman who was shocked by bad news. The woman had a husband who had appealed to a certain business deal. During their time, everything had to be submitted through a film because no other equipment was able to do it yet. In the middle of the day, the woman received a call saying that her husband only submitted a 300 feet film while the other half was completely blank. You can just imagine how nerve-wracking it might have been because half of the work was lost. The woman was worried because she knew that this news can greatly affect their family and finances negatively. They are about to lose a lot with this error. Good thing she knew about Neville Goddard's revision technique. So instead of just giving in to anxiety and panic, she went to the place where she received the bad news. Then she spent the next moments meditating. She made sure to remain and fix her focus on her imagination until she was able to hear a voice. She imagined and believed that her husband was saying that everything was fine. The woman was so deep into meditation until the phone rang. As the woman answered it, her husband said on the other line that everything was fixed already. They have already found the missing half of the film. It only took her less than an hour to revise their reality. So what did this woman exactly do? Well, she revised reality through the power she knew she had. The woman knew that getting frustrated or angry does not really help, so she tapped into the power of her mind instead. She did this through shifting to another timeline. She had set her mind into focus mode, activated her imagination, tapped into the subconscious, and was able to revise their situation. If you experience the same situation, you can do the following. First, get into a place of focus. If you can even go back to where you received the bad news, just like the woman did. This will make the next steps a whole lot easier. But if you can't, you can just go somewhere where you know you can meditate or stay focused for a couple of minutes. Next, get into your imagination. Imagine the opposite of your situation. For example, you received bad news that you may not get the scholarship that you have been working hard for. Instead of wallowing into self-doubt and frustration, just imagine the reverse of it. Think and believe that you received a call that you have a high chance of getting the scholarship. Stay on this meditation for a few minutes and believe it as true. Just really get into your subconscious and you will be surprised with how things can work according to how you want it to be. It is also important to eliminate all disbelief, anger, and negative emotions while doing this. It will only hinder you from revising your reality. After that, be prepared to receive the good news you have been waiting for. Always remember that the power to change your reality is within your hands. You do not have to stay in a negative situation. All you have to do is tap into that power. That's it for today's video. You can leave any of your questions, suggestions, or reactions in the comments section below. We'd love to hear from you. Also, don't forget to hit that notification bell too so you can get notified whenever a new video is up. Until next time, thank you for watching.